Hey everybody! Welcome to another Darkest Dungeon video. This one's still not going to quite make it to the new playlist. It'll probably get appended to the end of the old one. I have spent all week working on this mod, LUNM version 2. Looks like it's going to work. And we're going to test it together, because it's been so long since I last played the game. There will be some changes that are going into LUNM version 2 that I was tempted to hold off on to release a version 3 with these changes instead, but I'm going to push them in anyway here. We can discuss these particular differences at the end of the dungeon run, because I know you guys are probably waiting to see if everything still works. Because the current mod up on Nexus does not work, and the Steam mods currently for LUNM also do not work. So let's get in there and test it. Now I already fired it up on my friend's estate first, because he hasn't been over to play Darkest Dungeon in like a year.
You answered the letter.
I did.
Now,
yes,
like me, you are a part of this
I'm
place.
so sorry, Ancestor. I've been working on this mod for years. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, it's good to see everyone again. My goodness, look at all you heroic heroes over here. Woo! It has been a long time since I've seen these regal-looking heroes. Oh, did they change the symbol? This looks a little different than last time. I think it was just a torch. Now the heroes who have bested the Darkest Dungeon have awesome-looking medals and scripture on their symbols. That's pretty amazing. Oh, the colors are slightly different, too. Oh, the background's different. Stop being a monster. Alright, yes, so I'm going to quickly click on a few things, and we're going to verify that everything is working. So I believe things are working. We're going to check to make sure. Do I still have my LUNM trinkets? There's best friend. Alright, so I do have them. What did I say? Oh, trinket name. I wanted rarity. Yep, good. I don't have any missing strings. Everything is applied correctly. Let's check our quirks. Will only gamble, 15%, minus 15% faded. I need a quirk, which is like, 20% resistance. Yes, this is working. So far, so good. I'd like to see one which is like, a negative quirk, but I don't think I have very many negative quirks here so I can check, but I'm gonna guess that the localization and quirks changes are working properly. Good to see the trinkets are working correctly. My skills are over here working correctly as well. Yep, these are my skills. I have my skills. They're the altered version that LUNM has added. 21 stress, 1 companion plus... Nope! Mockery's busted. Oh, interesting. Alright, so this isn't working. The camping skills aren't being applied. Yeah, that's... Okay, I'll be right back, everyone. Let me see what's going on with that. Okay, everyone. Fixed. But that's... It's not a glitch, but it's a data distribution problem, I would hazard a guess. Red Hook is apparently, I don't think on purpose either, distributed an extra copy of the default camping skills and placed it in the Shieldbreaker DLC raid directory. If that file is there, it supersedes any changes to the base game's camping skills files. So it's an interesting dilemma for people like me who have modded the game's files directly. It won't generally be a problem for the vast majority of mods, since the vast majority of the mods themselves are class mods, and they have separated their classes from base game files. But for LUNM, it will prove a little... It's going to be... I already have a workaround for it. I mean, it's working. So, just copy over that file, too. But I'll have to double-check every one of the heroes now that are DLC, so that'll be the Musketeer and the Flagellant, to make sure there's not a copy sitting there either. I mean, it's working, but I can't take the risk that I miss one. I'm babbling! It's time to go ahead and start us up a mission. A strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was... Oh, we're not doing this. No one cares. Oh. It's going to be a long mission. Well, I guess we'll have to try. I wanted to bring our lowest level people out on a trip. Just to give them a try. So I'm still going to do it. But the cove isn't the best place to do it. Okay, let's go ahead and re-equip some of these character skills. I'm not doing anything with this money, so we might as well do so. For the farmstead, I'm not even going to step foot into this place until we start the new playlist. As tempting as it is to go here and see what it's like in this video, nope. We're going to wait. I know what the creatures look like, because I took a peek at the DLC art images, and it looks pretty awesome, but I know nothing else about it. So I'm going to hold off on that. So, we are going to the cove. Oh, speaking of that. Ow! Oh, God! Alright, well, we're going anyway, so we'll just have to deal with that. Okay. Bleeding skills are useless, so we're gonna pick up... Well, not useless, but stop! Stop that, guild people. Stop! Stop being creepy. We're gonna go ahead and pick up these 2 skills for Yago. And we will go ahead and unequip that. Next. Hendry. Bleeding skills are not very useful where we're going. Reclaim, I guess, will be useful. Bleed 100%, 5 points. No, we'll take this. So Punish will be the only combat skill you'll... Oh, God. Bleed 3. Well, you are equipped with the Cleansing Crystal to try to counter that stuff, so hopefully that will work. Bellogin, what do you have? Impale, Adder's Kiss, Serpent's Sway. I've only used her once, everybody. So I don't know what would be decent for her, but probably the Blight skill would be here, based on where we're going. So, armor piercing, puncture, we'll go with, let's think here, we'll go with forward 1, back 1 with expose, that's a de-stealth, and captivate. Okay, we'll try this. And Raluin, I bet you do not, yep, you don't have battlefield medicine, we'll take that. Oh, Riding Flare looks like that could prove useful. Because we're taking the Shield Breaker, and it's a long mission, we're camping. If we're camping, we're going to get her snakes. I don't think I've ever seen her snakes before. So I know that some of them have stealth. So we're going to want some anti-stealth stuff with us. I think we'll just take this stuff with you, Raluin, and we will equip. We'll do this to start. Oh, and camping skills. We have the money. There's no reason why we shouldn't spend the money now on camping skills. So let's take a Tirage. Stop being creepy. 15 max hit points. We'll definitely take that. Let's make sure we equip it. Automatically. Okay. Hendry. It's a fine name for you, sir. We're going to take all the healing skills we can on wound care. Okay, let's go off and do it. We're heading to the cove. It'll be a long mission, so this video got a lot longer, obviously. Let's I thought this would be I was hoping for a short mission, honestly, but no, we'll make it a long mission. You guys deserve to be entertained. All right, let's provision up. It's the cove. We're getting some free food because I have the granary. We're overnighting twice, Tim. So that's 16 food right there. And then I think we'll take this much to cover us. The Crimson Courtyard creatures were out. I remember seeing the mosquitoes flying around by the tassel. We'll grab a full stack of the blood. We'll grab 4... Oh, darn it! 4 laudanum, which isn't working correctly. This is string, inventory, supply, New. Okay. We'll just have to look for that. I'm positive the effect is still working correctly on this laudanum. However, I'm also really annoyed that I have to do some more fixing. I was hoping everything was working for us when I began recording. Oh well, I'm not gonna bother stopping. Oh, what? I'll be right back. Working. All right, there's now laudanum and the J coins. All right, let's pick up the J coins. We want a full stack of laudanum. We want the food again. That should hold us over. We'll take a full stack of torches, one single key. We'll skip the holy water. Well, I guess one in case we find an eldritch shrine in there. I'll probably take a tiny bit. We'll take this many torches. We'll risk the dark, and want a bunch of medicinal herbs like for food we start using. And I want a single anti-venom for testing purposes, and I think that's good. Let's do it. Woo! It has been a long time since I've stepped foot into a dungeon. Or has it been that long? I keep thinking it's been like a year, but it hasn't. It's been 7 months? Yeah, only 7 months ago did I stop playing the game and put this down. I think I stopped playing it back in October. Today is June 20...
These
something.
salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
This is June something. I don't know what, crap! 25th? Maybe? It's a Saturday. And it's past the 21st. I don't know when... Oh, no!
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Wow. Look what's right in front of us. Hello. Well, we're not doing this. Kofo will immediately... She's not going to survive this without a virtue test, and I'm not taking one. We don't have any real AoE with this group. And the only person who's able to deal with shuffles is Bolin. So no. No, you get to stay there today. This group is not designed to handle you. So wait, did you... You have Cove Explorer. Okay, well that's useful in this place. I made a change which will go live in version 2, which I want to talk to you guys about when we're done with this mission. So stay tuned for like another 10 minutes afterwards to talk a little bit about version 2 of the LUM and version 3 of the LUM. Because I have basically a what should I do type of question for you guys at the very end of this. Okay, well, let's keep going, Tim. Using those torches. Please don't be another trap. Darn you!
Cruel machinations spring to life with a singular purpose.
Come on, guys. We need a scouting. We need a scout. We need one. We got the Cove Scrounger. Oh, what was that dust? Uh-oh. Okay, let's start by whipping the brawler. We should probably use you. Oh, I just guess I have to use from the very front. Okay. Let's try killing him by putting a Captivate on him as well. Oh, it does more damage versus marked targets. Interesting. Ooh.
A death by inches.
That's an interesting symbol. Why is that orange and blue like that? One round remaining. Alright, let's go ahead and use a suppressing fire to lower these guys' accuracy and crit. Or one of them, maybe. And let's begin whacking the madman. And he loves it. He loves it. We gotta kill him, guys. We gotta kill him this round.
give them no quarter.
It's so weird, the little dust showing up. I like it, though. Let's, what's your bleed? 60? What's your chance? 100. Plus 35. Gonna make this a little more painful. We can puncture to break it. Let's do that. Darn it! Still broken anyway. Let's heal. And let's use Adder's Kiss requires you being right in the front. Oh wow! That pulls him forward. Should have read that a little better. Oh god! We have a healer who can kind of pinch heal for us.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Yes, good resistance. Let's have you Adder's Kiss away. Darn it! Darn, it's supposed to be cool and awesome looking, and it was, but you didn't actually hit it. Let's take away some of that stress. I'll risk that we might be able to cure him with Patch Up. Oh no, no, Tim, you're not using your... Oh no, I forgot to bring extra bandages. Oh crap. That sucks. Alright, well, let's endure. Ah, that sucks. I know you bleed, I know. You have to take it, though. He's dead when he activates.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
For food. Oh, what do I want? How's our stress? You can't benefit from LUNM yet. Really love that change to LUNM. I use it immediately to get my stress down a tiny bit. We have a key, but that's supposed to be saved for a secret room. Well, how about that? We have to go to all these. It's 100% room battles? Oh. Alright. Let's go. This is gonna be painful for this group. That was dumb. That was dumb. I should have left the torch here.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Let's do this fight. We'll go into the room. We'll camp in the room. Then we'll come out and get the secret room. Oh, right! Yep, I think I mentioned that these things are now released. So we will be probably fighting these groups. This is good. This gives me a chance to test this change I did a long time ago for the Crimson Courtyard creatures. So if they're intermingling with the standard creatures in this area. We're also out of formation. I wanted her in this position. Let's start with the heal then. What's your blight resistance? Ooh, 80% blight resistance. Let's use Captivate. And then we'll Suppressing Fire. Darn it!
As the fiend falls,
I have to kill something.
a faint hope blossoms.
Uh-oh. Oh, you can't reclaim yourself? You can't reclaim yourself. Sorry, just healing other people then. Let us pull him forward. Good hit. If it's just gonna thirst heal that, I'm pretty sure. Oh god, 7 damage. I think we can use a redeem. Get you back on your feet again. I'm not explaining, by the way, the differences between what's going on in this video. I'm mostly just playtesting this just to make sure things are working, and it looks like things are working, so I'm pretty happy about what I'm seeing so far. Let's Adder's Kiss away.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Darn it! I can't actually hurt it. So, we'll just start healing our whatchamacallit person, our flagellant. We'll just move you forward now. Or can bombing run the person in the front right? That doesn't seem right to me. We'll have to change that. Let's just gonna move you forward again. I don't want that to happen.
Decimated. A trifling victory.
Oh.
But a victory nonetheless.
I heard about this. I think this must be the crit buff that I'm seeing here. Red Hook added a new effects to the game. You gain a buff whenever you crit, and what that buff does for you is dependent upon what class you are. In the case, it looks like, of the Hellion, it's extra damage versus bleeding targets. I think for the Arbalest, it's extra crit against marked targets. I didn't forget about this secret room. I'm just marching here to do this battle first. Then we'll camp, and then we'll do the secret room. This one first. I gotta kill her first because we have someone who's really stressed. He's also apparently hurt, but he also can't reach her. So why not? We'll focus on, I guess, get him dead. Darn it, there went the movement I was hoping to pull her forward.
Obliterated. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I guess we'll redeem. Nice. Full heals for you both. Then we can... I don't want to puncture. No, it's I can't captivate him. He's in the front. Alright, then let's just puncture again. Get his dodge down. Okay, let's, he already attacked, so he's more dangerous now. We'll just kill him.
Formation is broken. Maintain the
One guy left, we can Adder's Kiss away. Does extra damage to marked targets, right? No, you're thinking of Captivate. Okay, well, he's still hurt. That's really great. We don't need to take anyone's more stress, so we'll just move you forward.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
I want to hold on to the anti-venom to test it, so we're not going to use it. The key's used right up ahead. I guess we can drop the single bandage for some Wait, what am I doing? I don't need money. Not really. It's too late now. I guess we're taking the rubies. Alright, we'll leave this stuff behind. And I guess we'll camp now, too. Let's do another battle, and then we'll come back and camp. We're gonna have to go up this way, and there's probably more than just this one curio. Surprise them again. Is that... Okay. I'll have to check on this. To my knowledge, groups with Crimson Court creatures are not always surprised. I will double check that, though. Let's start with... Oh, I'd love to kill this one. I don't think I can, though. You can't. So, suppressing fire. Got the debuffs on some of them. Pull him forward.
Destroyed.
And then... forward. Ha! He's been called all sorts of nasty names. Oh yeah, I've heard about this. In fact, I've seen it. The AI now prefers to target people who are already heavily stressed with stress attacks. I've currently left it in the game, but I was tempted to remove it and just continue to let them prefer to target random people instead. It does make it tougher, but I don't know. It's I don't know what I think about it yet. Can't reclaim yourself. Ha! Ha! Oh, that was a good hit. We gotta bleed. Let's shout at them. Oh, darn it. That guy resisted the stun? Okay, good for him. You really should try to kill her first, Tim. You really don't need any more stress in this place. Wow, he's not very good at insults. We'll use a redeem again. Darn it, slippery. I'm not able to hit her. Thought it's only 13. What's your? But your accuracy was lowered. It's only 80 now. I guess we'll try killing her.
Another one falls.
Oh, you'll be fine. You're only gonna take one more point of damage. Let's have you Adder's Kiss away.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Can't take any of it. I probably should take the... Wait. Wait. Why are there 4 deeds here? It picked deeds twice. Okay, it picked deeds... Pick deeds twice. I'll have to watch that. We don't need any of this. And now we'll camp. Oh! First off, I have to mess the wrong button. And next, where's the little retreat flag? I guess it's not. I guess it makes more sense to have it be the little X, but I really like the little flag.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight, an uneasy companionship.
Okay, we're gonna take away his stress. We need to get ready to fight the snakes. So let's use snake skin. For prot and max hit points. I guess we'll take restring crossbow. For more damage. Let's use a stress resistance buff. We'll use Pep Talk. Because he's going to be taking stress away, so he'll want more stress resistance. And with only 3 left... Oh, we'll use Snake Eyes for armor piercing. This place does technically have the, those guys, this octopus with the shields. Octo-tanks is what they're called in the game files.
The light, the promise of safety.
No, this is a dream. It's the dream sequence.
Sand and serpent choke out hope of wholesome reverie.
Stealth! Monsters with stealth have a shadowy appearance and cannot be hit by direct attacks, but are vulnerable to area effect attacks. Additionally, some heroes, such as the Shieldbreaker's Expose, can hit them while in stealth. These skills have the additional benefit of de-stealthing the monster. Technically, that's not true. It just, most abilities which ignore stealth also de-stealth, but they don't have to. Well, he's stealth. He looks nasty. Let's de-stealth him with an Expose. Darn it! Darn it! That was... Oh my god! Wow! That's terrible! Unfortunately, you're about to go crazy. There is nothing I can do to stop that. Ooh, this takes up guard. Riposte. Ha! Can we shout at them? Should have brought some laudanum. He's stunned, so he can't use riposte. So we're gonna try to kill this rattlesnake. Well, that's not even fair. He's riposting for this guy, he's riposting for this guy, so I don't even know how that, I don't understand how that even works. He's dead next round anyway. Let's begin taking away some of that stress. He's gonna die automatically. Just heal. Nice! Only one of you left. We've got to keep that stress lower. Expose, it's not stealth. It has this ability. It's not immune to blight. Ooh, good crit. Excellent crit.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Venomous Vial, 50% blight skill chance, some blight resistance. I like that. Let's take that instead of the Book of Constitution. I have the one key. Let's step out this way and loot the secret room. It's the whole reason why I brought the key with us.
Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
We'll take the trapezes instead of the piles of gold, and we'll hope for additional gems. Let's move on. My goodness, it'll be a long mission. Holy crap, like a 2-hour video. Welcome back to LUNM, everybody. Lots and lots of stuff. So the snakes seem fine for rank 1 snakes. I don't think they were too strong. I'll have to take a look at their stats later, though. A bandage, very useful. No food, which I was actually hoping for. And I wouldn't mind having the bandage. But what will I replace? What will I replace? We'll do that. Alright, we're going to clear out this hallway first. Oh, ground thrall. Have to kill it first. Oh, we're also not in the best position for this. Oh, it's gonna blow up, Tim. It's still gonna blow up. You're really out of position.
Annihilated.
That was a big mistake. You should have attacked it. You'll have to get lucky now to kill it this round. Oh, woo!
Quakes.
Good. Thank God. Sure, I'm missing a lot back there. Just like to say that. I'm aware that Red Hook lowered the accuracy of everything by 5, but I have undone that change with LUM because I have already lowered all the skills of the heroes by anywhere from 5 to 15. I didn't think another -5 would be acceptable.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Alright, not bad. She's just getting unlucky. That's all. Why am I taking this torch?
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I'm making so many already terrible mistakes. We don't need that torch. Her first, because I don't want the darkness level being lowered. Let's try Captivate. That's such a powerful skill. Darn it! Darn it, I can't... we can't kill her with the Arbalest. It's gonna have to be the Arbalest who does it. Let's stun them. Oof. Alright, let's... Well, I don't really want her moving forward, because I'd like to use him in combat a little more. To use his whip. So let's use Captivate. He loves it. He loves it. Now he's gonna die next round. Ooh, nice. Good hit there. 9 damage. Oh, darn it. It's okay. We can get through that with her Impale, whatever it's called. And then... I think he'll just use Adrenaline Rush this round. We'll do a endure... no. A Reclaim? Working him. Definitely want him marked. Reduces his protection a tiny bit. But the marked target will be important. Because that will allow us to use Captivate. Well, I mean, we could use it anyway. Guess we'll keep healing. Say, Crispatai. Hendry is not. You are no Crispatai, sir, but you're doing pretty well. We're actually using a lot of miscellaneous abilities.
This expedition at least promises success.
We don't need any of it. Let's move on. No scouting attempts. We're gonna leave all these for our return trip. Oh, Tim, you might not have brought enough food. Darn, you trap! But you missed. Gotta use the torches. Yes! Yes! We don't have to go down there. Let's take a look, see what this curio is. We'll take the bag. Darn it! Nah, we don't need the money. We'll collect some gems. It's a lot of fun to play this game again, everyone. I'm looking forward to playing the new playlist. I'll probably get started with that, I guess midweek. So, I mean, it looks like this is working fine without any problems, which is fantastic.
Glittering gold,
well,
trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
With one problem. Right, I think I saw one of the texts was wrong. Oh, no, I fixed those. I fixed those. Yes. So, things are looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it so far. Let's move up towards this room. We'll use torches right before it, or do we want to camp in that room? We'll use torches. This group doesn't have a main healer. Well, actually, it kind of does. Hendry's, what is it? Redeem lets him act as a really powerful healer 3 times in combat. Red Hook changed him. I don't really want to go into all the changes Red Hook, not all of them at least. We're going to talk a tiny bit about a handful of changes at the end of this. I'll cover differences between LUM and the base game when we actually get to the new playlist. But at least for him, know that with Redeem, Red Hook added a number of uses per battle that you're allowed to use it with. Originally, there was no such restriction. Red Hook gave it 2. I gave it 1 more. I gave it 3 in LUM, currently. I was tempted to leave it at 2 because it is a really strong, powerful ability. But I think 3 is a good... You don't get to use it every single round of combat if you're doing really poorly. But it lets you be a little more free when you decide when you want to use it. And you're in the wrong position. You're in the wrong position. No one is really wounded, but she is stressed. Okay, let's captivate. Oh, that sucked. Try to get some debuffs on these guys, make them a little weaker. Oh, that's annoying. You're guarding your pet. I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's annoying. I forgot you had to heal. Let's kill the guy in the back then. Should have done that to begin with. He's not guarded. We'll try to kill him next. Why not? Keep feeling stress. You still have that resistance buff on you, right? Yep. Oh, this is a little frustrating. Let's heal then. If I mark, I could have marked him. I should have marked him. Oh, I need to target this guy, Tim. He's who you need to target to get rid of the guard. It will die when it activates, so I don't need to kill it. Not with an attack, at least. Oh my god!
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Just leaving stuff lying all over the place. Wow, well, we need 3 shovels, and we have at least another 6 fights. 5 more fights. This will give us a buff. I think we just have to select it. Plus 20% damage until camp. We'll try to wait to camp as long as possible now. Him first. Always attack the drowned Thaw first.
Precision and power.
But he's dead when he activates. Get some blight on these guys, get past their armor. It will die when it activates.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
I shouldn't be throwing away so much stuff. I just don't need it. We just don't need it.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
We get back the thing we use, and we get another holy water. We don't need anything else, though.
Another mariner. Another misfortune.
And do I camp? Oh, another scout. That's really, really lucky. And no battles down at either of those, huh? Let's go ahead and rest here.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
As before, we'll use probably all the same buffs. So let's use with snake skin, snake eyes. We'll get rid of his stress. We'll pep talk him. And we'll restring our crossbow. And do we get another dream? Will we get a second one?
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
Only one. Is it one per mission, or is it one per level? Like apprentice, veteran, and champion level? I wonder. We'll leave you here. Pick you up on the way back. Oh, hello! Courtyard creatures. An actual courtyard creature group. Okay. This is going to be a bit awkward. Because I need to target him, but if I go after him right now, with impale, with puncture, it'll move you forward.
A devastating blow.
Good, he's dead. We don't have to worry about him anymore. Ha! Oh, that marks a target now. Interesting. Well, it must have always done it. Darn you! Darn you! He loves it. He loves the vomit. He eats it for breakfast. No, stop. 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 Jesus. Oh, right, armor piercing. That's actually very handy against those courtyard creatures. Darn it, I can't actually attack it with you.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
we'll take the Countess invitation, and we'll grab more gems. It just occurs to me, I never fought the Countess. Never even made the attempt. I don't think I actually did the last dungeon at all. Once I beat the game, I was done. Like, we don't have to beat the courtyard to win the game. Maybe the next playlist I do, I actually will make the attempt to kill the Countess as well. I do need to make sure she's balanced appropriately. I remember looking at her stats, I didn't think it required any changes. Oh, hello, Deep Stinger. Yes! Good surprise. Can we kill you first? Darn it! Darn it! Slippery, scaly fishies. Ooh, good stun. Cophobe. Oof. They're having a good round. Oh, right, that was something that Red Hook added. Oh, that's pretty good. Good for him. Red Hook added, or rather changed the AI quite a bit, and I like the vast majority of the changes that they did. In fact, I think I like every one of them. The only one I'm uncertain about is if they can stress someone out, they'll go for it, like to make them take a resolve check. But that seems kind of fair. But now creatures are smarter about what they decide to use. Like, if you're stunned, he won't try to stun you again. And I think he doesn't want to stun you if your stun resistance is high as well. Which I like that. Also, if you're marked, most creatures now want to attack marked targets, even if they don't do extra damage against marked targets. I really like that. Good, he's dead when he activates. Can't actually target him. Darn it! Darn it! Oh, he missed at least as well. That's good. Oh, come on! Come on! Come on. What's your... It's not just 5? So you're at... It's just... We're just getting unlucky, everyone. That's all. Really unlucky, but it's happening.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We'll leave you there at the moment. I need to see what this is, this curio. We're here for the curios. I'm here for the curios. I didn't tell anyone, but that's really what we're here for. Ah, it's the box. Might as well walk up here. Darn you! That's 70% chance, too. That freaking sucks. Alright, let's go back and get this box. And we have at least 2 more battles to do. But I'm going to stick it out until I see what all these curios are. We want a museum bag if we can find one. And I'm interested in seeing if we can locate any brackish tide pools. Keep going, Tim. Keep walking right back. We could go all the way back here for that... The, Shambler's Shrine.
A handsome reward.
Ooh.
For a task well performed.
2 food. 2 rubies. We want those.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
That's quite a bit of cash. We're walking out here with a lot of money with this group. Well done, team. What fight are you? Ah, we're surprising in every group of these. I'll have to triple check. I am pretty much positive that I did not make it so that they're always surprised, though. Gonna have to let both mosquitoes live, I think.
Masterfully executed.
Wow. Oh, the fish are dead. They just have their pets to worry about. Ha! She's deaf in that ear. Oh, but not in that one. Only 7, though. Oh, that was a deafening whine. We'll regret that.
Impressive.
Nice. That one's dead when it activates now. That one's dead right now. And we'll heal.
Surgical precision.
Indeed. That was Battlefield Bandage. There's a bunch of... Well, there's no surgical stuff in there, but it's close enough. That's a lot of gems. Unfortunately, we don't need those. Hey! We do have a Brackish Tide Pool. So these are kind of hard to find in the Cove. They don't have a good chance to spawn. So this gives me a chance to verify that this works. No text for it, though. But, yep, you get a cure from this now. I know quite a few people were complaining when the Crimson Court first came out about it's very easy to get into a fail spiral where everyone gets the Crimson Curse and you just can't get enough blood. You end up having to go get blood everywhere all the time. So I thought about it, and I was like, okay, I can give the blood to Curios, but I want to give it to ones which you almost never find. And so that seems like a good choice. I could also instead give it to the Shambler Shrine. I mean, I could give it to anything, but the Shambler Shrine is also extremely rare, and make it so that blood interacts with it. That way, you know, use blood on the shrine. You don't fight the Shambler, but you would get a cure. So that's a thing. I could also add it as the loot from the Shambler, which would encourage you to fight it more often. So that's another option, I suppose. No one here, though, is sick, and to my knowledge, we hold on to this in between quests, so this group will forever, this estate will forever have that one. Another lucky surprise. Bleed in this guy. Let's suppressing fire to get a debuff on them. Nice. Good. Oh, he doesn't want to attack marked targets. Interesting. He should, though. Yes. Yep. There's a little more damage to marked targets as well, if I recall his game files. Darn, that guy's super slippery. Uh-oh. Ha! Nice try. Not pulling her forward today. Actually, that would have been a good thing, because she could have used her Adder's Kiss to get away. Yeah, she's going to need to use a bandage. Actually, she doesn't have to. We can use the Adrenaline Rush to cure that bleed. Again with the Captivate, I think. Again with the miss. No one's captivated by you. No one. I'm so sorry, Bowen. I don't know why either. I don't know why. I mean, you got the whole genie thing going on. Keep the heals going. Oh, wrong target. Misclick. Way to take some needless damage here, Tim. Oh, or maybe not. Ah, darn it! So we have to do that. That means I need the shovel to make it up there without taking stress. So be it. So we're just gonna hold on to everything I've got. And we move on. Actually, can we use an anti-venom? Oh, I didn't keep the anti-venom. We tossed that out as well. All right, well, let's move on then. Good, we have just enough food to do this. 70.
Carelessness will find no clemency.
Getting really unlucky with the traps today. Hey, holy crap, we have a museum bag. Okay. Wow, that's lucky.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Buff, rule. I thought I got all of these. Tooltip, actor, status, false. Okay, missing one of these. But this will complete the Plague Doctor's set. A boon at last, indeed. So glad we... Sorry, I saw the end of this. I was like, wait, is this a dead end? The door's right in front of me. Sorry, dizzy. Very, very dizzy. Very dizzy. Two more fights as well. I think that's the last of our torches. Last of our torches. That was kind of weird. But we surprised them. Again. I'll take it. You're out of position again, Tim. You're out of position. This is bad. And I can't kill any of the mosquitoes. You didn't kill anything. It's gonna hurt. They're gonna get basically 2 attacks now. You know, we haven't been crit a whole lot though, so.
Such a terrible assault.
It's okay, it's just once. It's just once. So, I really can't complain. Looks like we're gonna actually end this with some stress as well. Wow, he'll die when he goes next round. I don't think he can heal again. I think he's got like a 3-turn cooldown between his heals. Good, but the bleed stuck. That's all I needed. More stress for you, sir. And we won. Well done, team. Might as well get the kill if you get the chance, unless you have a healing skill. So like she didn't have a heal, in which case it's best for her to make the attack because it gives her a chance to restore some stress whenever you kill an opponent. We'll grab you. We don't need the health stone. Grab blood. Don't need you. Okay, we can eat up. We can eat up. Hey, an Elder Shrine! I was just about to use some holy water, too. This is really lucky. Alright, let's begin killing them. It's a good, strong group to end up fighting for the last room. That should be 2 of them dead. Almost got a 3rd. That's going to be the one you really need to kill next round, Tim. I should have healed your friend. Should have healed him. Really, really bad. Oh, uh-oh. Okay, that was bad, but could have been a lot worse. Oh, no! There's not much heal. I guess we could heal some stress. Can't actually use you to attack at all. Okay, awesome. No, we have a shrine here. Who has a locked quirk? You believe you have Coviphobe. Oh, I could have used the blood on that, though, for something as well. I forgot. Darn, I should have tested that. Alright, well, mission successful. Hope you guys liked it. I have something I need to fix when we get it out of here. Let's go back to town. And then we're going to compress this down, and then I'm going to add a little bit more to the end of it where I talk about LUM for a tiny bit. And then I'll see you guys later on in the week in this game again for the new estate. Oh, you want to do that, Tim? You want to leave?
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish. If indeed there is such a thing.
Nope! I have not seen any wholesome marine life in this game. As far as I'm aware, every single pool has blood squids in it. 6 resolve. Well done, everyone. That's level 2 for everyone. Oh, that can stay on you. And Weaponsmith, very nice. And Bullion, Fear of Unholy, that's a shame. I'll have to get rid of that.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Hey, everyone, I shall be right back. Hey, everybody. Hey, I'm back. It's been a day. It's been a day? 10 hours since I recorded the last part. Good morning. I just got breakfast done. And I have fixed the Plague Doctor's desperate times. Yep, took me a bit to understand what it was complaining about, but there you have it. Good, one less thing I have to worry about. And now we're going to talk about LUM for maybe like 10 minutes or so before we sign off on this video. So there are some changes that I wanted to add to version 2, and I want to talk about some of the balance-ish things Red Hook has done, and how I've decided to approach some of these balance changes in my mod. So let's talk about these things, because I really need your opinion, because these changes would be ones that I added into version 2 of LUM. Version 2 is what you just saw me playing. Version 3 will be additional tweaks, especially to the monsters. And I might add a few more monsters to the game as well for version 3. But once we've all agreed on to what version 2, what I'll do with these changes that I've written down here, then version 2 will be done forever, minus some balance issues. Any new monsters won't be put into version 2, no other balance changes will be done to version 2, etc., etc. So, again, minus any game-breaking balance thing I absolutely must address. And, of course, I'll keep version 2 up to date to make sure that it is still works with whatever it is that Red Hook decides to do with their game from now on. So, let's begin talking about some of these changes, and if you guys agree that I should do it for version 2, because some of these things will happen for version 3. Alright, so the first is the scout chances. Red Hook lowered the scout chance on trinkets and quirks, and your camping skills by anywhere from 5 to 10%. Basically, it looks like they lobbed off maybe 33% of the scout chance. And I like that change. Kind of. I agree that the scouting chance was a little too high in the game. It really took away from a lot of the danger when you could pretty much always expect to scout every single location in the dungeon with like easily like a 50% or higher, like 65, 70% chance that you would get the scouting changes off or something like that. So I have also lowered the scouting benefits on camping skills to match what Red Hook did, and trinkets for any non-LUM trinket. I have not, however, lowered the quirk scouting chances at all. They remain exactly what they were, so 20% or 10%, as opposed to 5 or just 10. This is because I really want the quirks to be something you consider locking, and people won't care one whit for a 5% scout chance, but a 20%? Yeah, that especially now, given how harder it is to get scouting done. I want to lower the global scout chance by 10%. Currently in the game, it is set to 25, and I do like Red Hook's idea of lowering scouting across the board. But again, I want to change just the base chance, which Red Hook did not do. I would like to do that for version 2. If you do or don't care, let me know in the comments. Number 2. Red Hook dramatically increased the crit rate of all the heroes somewhat. Basically, their crit rate went from like half a crit every level to plus 1% crit every level. Most skills got the same thing with 1% crit every level. And trinkets and quirks saw easily twice as much crit added, while negative quirks and trinkets had twice as much penalty added. I decided not to follow suit with that change. That's a lot of crit. And one thing I like about crit is that you get it so rare. It's not that rare, but when you get it, like it's rare enough that you're glad to have gotten a crit. So I have increased the penalties and the penalty and positive crit amounts, but by only half of what Red Hook increased, and only for the trinkets and quirks. Generally, this means that instead of you going from like 3 to 6, you went from 3 to 4. So you gain basically anywhere from 1 to 2 points of crit on, again, trinkets and quirks, or lost them if you still had a negative quirk for LUM. I did not change the crit rates on LUM trinkets. I did this because, I think that's the... Oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I'm not a fan of greatly increased crit chance. I'm not a fan of that. So I went ahead and did that change. I can undo that change, and we can either leave it at the base rates of crit, which was LUM originally, or we can take Red Hook's crit chance in. I would prefer, however, yeah, in fact, why don't I just say this? I don't want to add Red Hook's new crit rates. I think they're too high. We can either restore the original crit rates, so everything will be lower, or I can keep what I have added in now, which is to say that everything has been increased by anywhere from 1 to 2% generally on trinkets and quirks. Red Hook next added stealth to quite a few creatures, which I didn't realize they had done until I brought the monster files up to date. I have stripped stealth from anything I saw Red Hook added it to. The only creatures which have stealth currently that I'm aware of in LUM are the snakes. Now, I was chuckling when I saw stealth added to some of these creatures because I think it's really unfair to the poor players to have stealth on some of the most dangerous things in the game, or some of the most annoying creatures that you have to fight. I like the idea of adding stealth, but I think these creatures, there should be another creature which gives stealth to them. Like in the case of brigands, for example, I believe that their fusiliers gain stealth just by default at the start of the encounter. I think instead I would prefer it if there was a creature, like a hedge mage that the brigands had, which could give stealth to their units, rather than just giving them stealth. And a few stress things got it, like the shamans, the pig swine with the hook got it. Good God, Red Hook, you just hate your players. You hate them to death. So I have taken stealth out. I myself am fine with this because my creatures have either slightly more hit points and some of these creatures have more armor, or I think the game was fine without that stealth added, so I've stripped it. If you like this, I will add this to version 2. If you don't like it, then I can give those creatures stealth again. I don't really want to, but I can do it, so let me know in the comments. Next, Red Hook has changed the AI for a good deal of their creatures. I like almost all of these changes. Red Hook has made it so that a lot of creatures, wrong words to say, most creatures prefer to attack marked targets, which I really like, even if they don't do extra damage. The one change I'm a little iffy on is that creatures tend to prefer now, if it's a stress creature, stressing things. If your character can become it has to be afflicted. There we go. That's it. Afflicted. They will attempt to afflict him. In other words, if you're just on the cusp or close to it, like maybe 80 stress, if they can get you to make that affliction check, that virtue check, they will attempt to do so. A part of me really likes it because it makes stress creatures even more important to kill. On that note, though, I do also still like how sometimes creatures would attack randomly. So let me know what you would like me to do there. I have no preference either way. Otherwise, I'll leave it as Red Hook has currently changed it so that the stress creatures really do stress you out. Red Hook has made delay changes to the game. The delay changes will take effect now if you use skills which are considered delaying skills. Originally, it was if you missed twice, or rather, you didn't use 2 type of attack skills. But attack skills could also be things like the Antiquarian's flash powder was an attack skill. That is no longer the case. In the hero files, there are now skills which are marked as you are delaying type of skill. And so I like this change because I've never been a fan. Well, you can abuse the game to delay. Now, you still can delay in the game. You just can't delay for like 20 turns. But you still can, because some creatures disable the delay mechanic. So Red Hook's still going to have this problem. We'll talk more about it when we get to the base new playlist where I talk about LUNM changes in depth. In any case, I have changed one thing about the delaying changes. Red Hook increased the number of creatures that are present for delaying to occur from 1 to 2. I have put it back to 1. I have done this because I am not sure how well the game is balanced at the moment. I haven't seen the delay changes enough to know if I like them or not. So my plan is to put it, as I just said, reduce the creature limit back to 1, not 2, so it's easier to delay. And version 3 will have it back up to Red Hook's 2. Next, Red Hook changed the flagellant somewhat, and I covered it briefly when we played. Red Hook has added a uses per battle for Redeem and Exsanguinate. I have agreed with this, but I've increased the uses by 1 on each of these skills. So this is now 4 uses, and Redeem is 3 uses. I always felt that the Flagellant was extraordinarily strong. I was fine with his bleeds and what have you. Like they're in the same range as the other tweaks I had made to the character classes years ago, which the dots do decent damage. But I always did feel that Redeem and Exsanguinate were very, very strong, even compared to some of my classes in LUM. So I have went ahead and upped this. Now, in original LUM and the last version of the game, Crimson Court, there were no limits on these skills. If you think version 2 should have these limits removed, let me know and I will remove them, giving you back the full unbridled power of these skills. Oh, something else as well. Red Hook took away the valid below 50% and made it valid below 40%. I have also undone this and made it 50%. It's only 10%, so realistically maybe 25% would be even better, because that would be a really risky way to use it, but I didn't know if anyone would even consider taking these skills if you had to be so close to being dead. So I didn't make that change. Finally, I have increased all buffs in the game to 4 rounds by default. I think Red Hook might have done the same, but I couldn't find where they did that in the game files. So just know that I have done that with the heroes. That means that, for example, Focus lasts 4 rounds for the Leper, not 3 rounds. Red Hook has also changed when the buffs tick down. They tick down at the end of the hero's turn, not the beginning of it. So, and that is something that I love. I think that's a great idea. So just know that, again, I have increased all the buffs in the game to 4 rounds, letting you benefit from them for another turn. I made a few statements, and then I undid those statements, and now I was going to redo those statements again. So I'm going to wait 2 days to get feedback on the things I just asked. If I get no feedback for them, or I get feedback, that will allow me to make any changes that we agree upon, and then I will update LUM on the Nexus site and through the workshop. But this means that LUM is not currently working with the game, so please, as of today, Sunday, when this video goes up to the YouTubes and the BitChute, don't download LUM. It's not going to work with the base game. What you just saw me play is not currently uploaded. That was me testing the game, and I want to wait to get some feedback on the changes before I update it. Finally, know that I'm only one person, so I'm testing my mod, but I cannot test everything. It would take me a month easy to test, or more, 3-4 months to run through the whole game to make sure that the mod is working with everything that was in it. So if you when you eventually download this mod, it'll probably be updated as of Wednesday. Let me know if you encounter any bugs or problems, and I will attempt to fix them as soon as possible. Also, I'm gonna go on a limb and say this too. If Red Hook does any changes to their game, you can probably just reinstall LUM over their changes. It doesn't look like Red Hook is making very many balance changes at the moment. They're just working on fixing glitches, and most of those are present in the, it looks like in the base game itself, in the game, game loader or the code that the game uses to run itself, not in the files that are edited by us modders. So you probably can just reinstall LUM again, just if you're really in the mood to play it. And again, please let me know if you find any more bugs or glitches. Please back up your save games. I would recommend you do it every single every time you fire up the game to play it, back up your save file first. Just because whenever Red Hook releases DLC or does some changes, usually they follow it up with like 15 different patches to fix some glitches that get introduced. So please back up your save game. By the way, that's not a knock against Red Hook or Darkest Dungeon. It's tough. It's very tough to get every single glitch or bug fixed in any game that you play. And finally, when you think you got everything to check it in, nope, you might have missed something. So I'm very impressed Red Hook has gotten this off the ground and running for the most part, as stable as it is this week with the Color of Madness. All right, and one more thing, I obviously have not done any balance testing with the Color of Madness. I have no idea what the farmstead contains or how well my class's alterations are with the Color of Madness. So keep that in mind if you jump into the Color of Madness. I cannot tell if it's balanced or not, and I won't know for like a month or two. So there's that. So I don't know what to say. Let me know what you think. If you got any advice for Color of Madness and any other changes that should be done, you can let me know. Alright, I think I'm done babbling. Thank you all very much for watching this. Hopefully it was entertaining and interesting at the very end. And I will probably begin recording more Darkest Dungeon midweek. And again, if you want in as a member of this estate, I will put a link. Actually, I'll put a link. Please go to the first video in this playlist if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on BitChute, and you can leave a comment anywhere on BitChute because I get notifications everywhere. On YouTube, I find it best that you tell me on the first video as opposed to any of the other ones. And that will do it for us, everybody. Thank you again for watching. You all have a good day. And take care. Thanks again.